and good afternoon. My name is Gabriel, and I am your Commissioner of the Department of Public Works. I'm here to be your host for today's episode of Inside the Cabinet. Today, we'll be talking about public works, about myself, and about some upcoming projects that we have going on, and I'll be able to give you a little peek behind the curtain as to what the department has planned over the next coming years. Stay tuned, stay informed, and stay excited. So again, me. Who am I? My name again is Gabriel. I am from the island of St. Thomas. I do have a wife. I'm married. My wife's name is Kelly. 2 children, Savannah and Lucas, 8 and 4. I've been a lifelong Virgin Islander. I graduated from the All Saints Cathedral School, my alma mater. Anybody that knows me knows I absolutely love All Saints. I'm always willing to do anything I can for the school. Always willing to volunteer. In fact, one of my proudest accomplishments is that I am the chairman of the All Saints School Board. I have been, like I said, I've been in the Virgin Islands since I graduated from college. I graduated from the University of Delaware. I've been here, been working. I've worked in multiple facets, not only in the government, but also on the private side. I do pride myself on that. I'm excited to be the Commissioner of the Department of Public Works. Since so a lot of people have kind of asked me how I ended up here, what is it that really interested me in the job, and I always tell people the thing that draws me to anything is always a challenge. I absolutely love working for my territory. I love working for the people of the territory. I love doing anything that I can to push it forward and advance, especially as we're still recovering from the storms of 2017. So when I was given this opportunity, I jumped at it, went through the interview process, and for me it was, how could I apply a lot of the lessons I had learned over the last 5, 6, 7 years in the private sector, and how could I bring those to the government so that we could make our recovery process a lot more efficient, a lot more effective, but also how could we really use this as an opportunity to address our future planning needs for the island. Of course, you know, the Department of Public Works, we're focused on infrastructure, public transportation infrastructure. That's our biggest thing. Our mandate, we serve as not only as the designer of record, the engineer of record, and of course the project manager and construction manager for any of our capital projects across the entire central government. We also are responsible for public transportation at VITRAN. Yes, VITRAN does fall under the Department of Public Works. That is actually one of our bigger divisions, the Division of Transportation. We are responsible, of course, for roads, not only the construction of roads, but also the maintenance. That's a very big thing that we do, not only on the federal side, but on the local road side. We administer our cemeteries on all 3 islands, St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix. And we are also responsible for our DBE program, right? What is DBE? It's our Disadvantaged Business Enterprise Program. So the purpose of that program is really to help build capacity among small businesses and make sure that they're getting a chance to play in any of the federal or local projects that we have going on. That's really important to us, especially as we are in the middle of our recovery. We want to make sure that our local companies are actually participating in that recovery and benefiting the most from those recovery dollars. Of course, one of the things I've always said since I've come on board is we have an opportunity to use our federal dollars and maximize on them to make sure that we're able to build capacity, professionally develop the workforce, and really make the best of this for our territory, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for us. At the department, we have 5 divisions. I'll start there. We have our Office of Highway Engineering. They are the ones that execute most of our larger road projects. So they're responsible for projects like Veterans Drive on St. Thomas, on St. Projects fall under the Office of Highway Engineering. We've got our CIP program, our Capital Improvement Program. They are mostly responsible for managing any of our capital projects across the gamut of the central government. So right now, the biggest challenge that they have is managing our over 2,000 disaster recovery projects. And those range in value from sometimes a couple tens of thousands of dollars. And in most cases, these go up to our schools, which are at about over $100 million. So So as you can see, a wide gamut there, and we do make sure to cover all that. We do make sure to be involved, informed, not only to act as an owner's representative for our user agencies, but also to guide them through the process, through design review, through procurement, into construction, and of course on the back end side, processing payments. Next, we have our Division of Transportation. Again, we talked about that. That is where Division of Transportation houses VITRAN. I consider VITRAN our nervous system in the department, because VITRAN is the one area that actually gets out into it touches our entire community, right? So VITRAN goes out. We have our drivers who really never stopped working during the pandemic. So of course, we did have to stop our fixed route service just to make sure that we could adjust those buses to accommodate for the COVID-19. But our ADA, paratransit, and senior citizen transportation never stopped running. So I do want to give a special shout out to those drivers. Thank you for staying committed, and thank you for doing all that you can to continue to serve our community. We have our Division of Administrative Services, which is huge. They are actually the ones that keep the department functioning, right? So Division of Administrative Services encompasses all of our support services for the department. So they make sure that not only that we're processing payments in a timely fashion, but they also make sure they are the ones that liaise with the federal government to make sure that we're getting our grant funding and we're actually administering that grant funding in the best way possible. And finally, we have our local engineering office. Our local engineers, they are focused on our local projects. Of course, right now, because we do have a bit of a technical shortage on our technical bench, they are assisting in CIP and helping to manage a lot of our projects on that side. But their main responsibility is for our local roads. So that's really exciting. They go out; those gentlemen go out. Not only do they do assessments, they do plans. They actually do real road design projects. They project manage, they inspect, they do the full gamut. So those gentlemen are really, those ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, are very active, very committed to their job and very dedicated. As you can see, the department covers a wide range of things. I mean, I think every time I get on the radio, people are surprised by just how much the Department of Public Works does. So we've got a really exciting show for you today. I'm excited to share more about you, not only on the personal side, but what we do at the Department of Public Works. I'm excited to talk about future projects we've got and just how we plan to execute this recovery for you. So of course, stay involved, stay tuned. We'll be back soon. Stay with us.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hey, you.
Hey, babe. Thanks for lunch.
You're welcome. Who was that?
That was a representative from the Virgin Islands Department of Health. They're doing a survey called BRFSS.
Oh, for what?
It's to address chronic diseases facing the Virgin Islands. Diabetes, heart and kidney disease, cancer, stroke, and more.
What kind of questions do they ask?
They ask questions about food, exercise, age, smoking, and some others.
Is that all they ask? Do they ask questions about
Security? No. They don't ask anything about Social Security, money, or credit card information. The information that they do collect is used to guide public health programs that affect all of us. You, me, the kids, the community, and the entire Virgin Islands.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. I'm glad we could do our part to help.
Yes, we've got to do our part.
For more information, visit our website or call John Orr at 340-643-5422.
Hi, this is your Senator Samuel Carrion, and I am proud to be a Virgin Islander working hard every day to serve you. Because here, we look out for each other. That's why I'm asking you to take Titi Carmen and your primo Jose to get the COVID vaccine. Some say they may ask too many questions. ¿De dónde viene? ¿Cómo llegaste aquí? But that's not true. Only your name, your age, and your phone number. That's it. No ID needed. Así que por favor, vayan a vacunarse para proteger a nuestra gente y a nuestra comunidad.
Welcome back. Again, I'm your host, Derek Gabriel, the Commissioner of the Department of Public Works, and I am your host for today's episode of Inside the Cabinet. Before we jump back into our questions, I just wanted to take an opportunity to ask you to please complete our department-wide survey. Of course, we want to make sure that we're serving you in the best way possible, because not only are you our constituents, but you are our customers, and we truly value our customer service. So please take a few minutes not only to fill out the Department of Public Works survey, but also every other agency that's there. Take the time, give us your feedback. It is worth it, because of course this government is your government. All right. So I know we've already started getting a couple questions in. I think the first question was probably on one of everyone's favorite topics, streetlights. What are we doing about streetlights? How is it that we're addressing this? So of course what we've been doing is we have been meeting with WAPA, the Water and Power Authority. There is some shared responsibility there. We've been trying to involve them in the design review process for our major projects, so that they actually have input into what type of streetlights that we are erecting. Because of course what happens is once we do these projects, we're supposed to turn that over to them for maintenance. Right now we have been working on it. It's kind of gotten, the horses have gotten out the stable a little bit. So both WAPA and the Department of Public Works are working together to address it. As you guys know, we have multiple areas across all islands that don't have any streetlights. So we are starting. I know here on St. Thomas, you'll probably notice we've been working on trying to get Moravian Highway lit up. We're ensuring that the new phase of Veterans Drive has adequate lighting. And on St. Croix, we're actually in the last phase to come of the Melvin Evans Highway project, which that should be getting out to advertise soon. We are including street lighting for most of Melvin Evans Highway. So it's pretty exciting. I think the island of St. Croix is really excited. Hopefully in a few months you will have a lit up highway. It'll be safe, secure. For us at the Department of Public Works, safety is our #1 priority. So we're working on it, trying to get there, but please always hold us accountable. All right. I think we've got our next question. Is there a plan for maintaining roads once they are fixed? Again, great question. So the department has been focused on putting together a pavement preventative maintenance program. This is going to include, of course, once we do establish a new roadway, making sure that we do the proper seals. We are including proper drainage so that the water is not settling on the roads, which that helps tremendously. Of course, we'll be doing seals like every year or so, hopefully. We are trying to purchase some equipment so that we're able to do that in-house as a big savings. And then it's just other simple methods, right? Like I said, including drainage, making sure that as these roads are done, they have the proper design so that they last longer. We can be more resilient. Right now, we actually have projects in 4 major communities on St. Croix. So we've been talking to homeowners associations to make sure they're scheduling some of these preventative maintenances. And then we've been talking to the federal government, because a big thing for them is once we have our preventative plan and it's approved and we're able to show and demonstrate that it's working, we could possibly get some money there to buy some more equipment to augment. So that's a really big thing for us, is maintenance. Even as we're working on this wonderful Veterans Drive Phase 1, everybody's asking, all right, so once it's done, what will you do to maintain? So we've been really working hard on that. We've been meeting with the contractor, trying to find out ways that we can effectively maintain, that we can be efficient with it. We've been putting contracts in place so that we can make sure the landscaping is done properly. And we've also been making sure that, again, we've got adequate lighting. So that's a big thing. All for you, our public. We see how you're out there using the promenade. It really is exciting. I know for us, this is like the first major road project that we've had for quite some time. So it's really great just to see everybody out there using the promenade for exercise. Some people are using it for remote control boats. So please continue to do it. Be safe, be secure, be careful, but please be well. All right, I think we've got another question. What are you doing to address local roadways, and what local projects are coming up? Man, so I think I have to probably be one of the luckiest commissioners of the Department of Public Works. For, I would say, the first time in a long time, we actually have money to execute a lot of our projects, especially on the local road side. So recently we had, and thanks to the 34th legislature and of course Governor Bryan and Lieutenant Governor Roach, we were able to see the realization of Act 8454, which allocated about approximately $20 million for local road projects. So that's been really, it's just been fantastic. We've been able to pull a lot of projects that we had off the shelf and get them going. And I'm pleased to report to you today, we actually issued the first 6 task order contracts in that for that package this week. Those of course are on St. Croix, so look out for it. It's going to be done. We've got areas like Work and Rest, Catherine's Rest. I think Campo Rico is in that first set also. So please look out for it. Be on the lookout. It's a really amazing time. We just want to keep a lot of the momentum going that we've been able to see so far. So right now we're paving in Bugby Hole. If you live over there, you know how great that project is. Not only are we laying new asphalt, we're including guardrails in some areas, striping, speed bumps. It's fantastic. In Lorraine, it's the same thing. We did drainage, speed bumps, striping, new asphalt. And of course, in Estate St. George's, you've also seen that as well. So I know I've gotten a chance to get out there, speak to some of you homeowners. I know you're happy. I've been there to inspect the project myself. I really like the way things are going. And of course, this is being done with the local labor force, which is a true testament to Virgin Islanders rebuilding the Virgin Islands. That's really what we want to do. That's what we want to ensure, is that as many of our local contracting companies get involved in rebuilding the Virgin Islands. So when we come back, I'll probably talk a little bit more about the disadvantaged business enterprise, how you can get involved if you're a local small business, how you can stay involved, stay informed, but most importantly, stay tuned. Inside the Cabinet, we'll be right back.
Has the COVID pandemic caused you to fall behind on your rent? What about your electric or water bills? Well, VIHFA's Emergency Rental Assistance Program is here to help you catch up. For program details and qualifications, go to VIHFA and click on the ERAP link. From there, it's just 3 steps. 1. Make sure you are eligible. Have you lost income due to COVID-19, owe at least 1 month of rent or utilities, and meet the federal household income guidelines for your island? 2. Gather all the required ID and documentation for all members of your household, plus statements from your landlord or utility company. 3. Submit your application online at VIHFA.gov or call one of the intake centers on your island to make an appointment to apply in person. For more details and locations of the intake centers, please visit VIHFA.gov.
But what you saying, Jimmy? Means you're in a hot minute, you know. What's going on today, it's been a hot minute for real. You wanna know something? My mother told me that I can't come out my house for the COVID-19. I know we ain't safe out there for a little bit, but still I gonna have some fun though. Well, my side can't leave the house unless I'm vaccinated. But you won't scared of the vaccine? Nah, sis, the vaccine's safe.
VI people, you must stay at work. COVID-19 is not a joke. It's much more than good hygiene. Give your children the vaccine. Education is the golden rule. Children need in-person school. They miss music, dancing and sports. Vaccination is better than worse.
I want a COVID vaccine. Give me the COVID vaccine. It's safe, mommy. The vaccine safe, safe, safe. I want to see my friends and family. Playing with them makes me happy. It's safe, mommy.
Children can become infected, get sick, and spread COVID-19 to others. Widespread vaccination is a critical tool to help stop the pandemic. People who are fully vaccinated can resume activities that they did prior to the pandemic. The MCH division encourages you to get your children ages 12 years and older vaccinated.
I want the COVID vaccine. Give me the COVID vaccine. It's safe, mommy. The vaccine safe, safe, safe.
Brought to you by the Virgin Islands Department of Health MCH program.
Welcome back to Inside the Cabinet. Again, my name is Derek Gabriel. I am your Commissioner of the Department of Public Works, and I'm your host for today's episode of Inside the Cabinet. So we were just answering some great questions. I think we had one that came in that asked about I think it was Estate Mountain Road, which if I'm not mistaken, that is probably our last segment of the Melvin Evans Highway that we have coming up in the Williams Delight area. So we actually just sent that over to Property and Procurement. My good friend Anthony Thomas should be getting that out to bid soon. So, I mean, it's a really exciting time. As you can tell, I know I see a lot of you, not only here in St. Thomas, but in St. Croix as well. And every time we talk and you ask about your particular area, I'm actually able to give you an answer that you like to hear. Whether it's that we have a local project, a FEMA project, or a federal project coming for your area. If it is not, please, let's talk about it. Let's figure out a way that we can maybe do some work in your area, because my goal is to make sure that you are taken care of. You, our hardworking Virgin Islanders. And while I won't promise to do everything, I will do all that I can to ensure that the entire Virgin Islands is addressed by the Department of Public Works. So we did have another question that came in, and it asked, what is the status of the Vincent Mason pool? So in keeping with Governor Bryan's mandate to start with our communities, we've been pushing a lot of our community projects. I've been working really hard with Commissioner Calvert White at Sports, Parks, and Recreation. And this one should actually be kicking off, I think, within the next week or two. So that's really exciting. This is, again, a community project that's got a tremendous impact for Frederiksted. Frederiksted, we see you. We know that we appreciate your patience. Help is on the way. We are there, and this is the first one of those projects. And then, of course, in the first week in October, we're looking forward to WAPA wrapping up their waterline expansion project, and we will be starting our paving project in the town of Frederiksted. We've already got phase 1 going. I think we've already started, actually. We've got the contractor out there doing the drainage work on the periphery, and then we'll be ready to start as soon as WAPA is finished. So it's a really great time, not just for the Virgin Islands, particularly St. Croix, and of course, my second home, Frederiksted. So stay tuned, look out for that, and of course, always talk to us. St. John roads, how can we forget the little beautiful island of St. John, right? So I know a lot of people saw me over there. I think it was a couple weeks ago. We actually drove Centerline Road. We met with some of the residents out there. There were some areas that were on the verge of undermining. We do actually have a design build project with one of our contractors on St. John going on right now. So I'm sure a lot of you are seeing, not only are we fixing some areas that were undermined as a result of the 2017 hurricanes, but we're also reconstructing and resurfacing some roads in St. John. We've got Fish Fry Road that was recently awarded some federal money with through FEMA and through hazard mitigation as well. So again, as you can see, we are in the process of getting our roads approved, getting our project worksheets approved. That provides the funding. Then we're doing the design to make sure these roadways are resilient and can be sustained for the next 10, 20, 30 years. And then, of course, we're coming back and doing that construction and making sure to do the maintenance. That's the most important part. So we're really giving a 360-degree approach to all of our projects, which I think, even as a Virgin Islander, it makes me excited. How can we really maximize on these dollars for you? So again, I've been talking about it. You always hear me say it. It's a really exciting time at the department. If there's any projects, we have so many projects on a daily basis to touch. I know I didn't talk about all of them. Please feel free to call us. Check our website. Look at our social media. See our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter feeds. We're always posting information. We've got a great communications team who complements our great engineers, and they complement our amazing operations team. How can we forget the guys and the men and women that really keep the islands functioning on a daily basis? All right. Final thoughts. I just want to take a moment to ask you guys, remind you, as a matter of fact, we're still in hurricane season. Continue to be vigilant, be prepared, be informed. Make sure you're going through your checklists. We are not out of the woods yet. Continue to make sure that your house is prepared. You've got adequate water, not only for you and your family, but also for those of you that have pets. Make sure you've got pet food. Make sure you've got medicine. Make sure your windows and your shutters are in working order. And if you do have a backup generator, take the time. Now is the time to do the maintenance and make sure you've got a full fuel supply. All right. I know I took the time to do that because, of course, when storm time comes, I've got to leave my family, make sure they're good to be out there to make sure that our territory, is prepared and ready to go. Of course, make sure that you're looking at our website. Stay in contact with the Department of Public Works. It's a really exciting time. I do want to mention before I leave that next week, we've got the dynamic Commissioner, Kimberly Cosby Gomez, from the Department of Human Services. She'll be your host. She'll be joining you to talk about all the great things that they're doing. I know we are constantly meeting because they recently got $42 million to redo our Head Start program across the territory. So it's an amazing, exciting time for all of us in the government of the Virgin Islands, and we've got so much information to share with you. I do want to take a moment, of course, to thank our governor and lieutenant governor, Albert Bryan and Bryan-Roach, for really setting that North Star vision and keeping us on track to make sure that we are working hard for you, our territory. Please, when you see me have the conversations, talk to us. We do, as a cabinet, we are here for you, and we want to make sure that everything that we are doing touches you in the areas where it needs to go. Thank you again. I cannot thank you enough for taking your time to spend with me this evening. I feel next time we'll do happy hour. Maybe I can have a beverage or something and we can enjoy that. But I can't thank you enough for just giving me this 30 minutes, just learn a little more about me, our department, and all the great work that we're doing. Thank you, our residents. Please continue to have your faith, trust, and confidence in the Department of Public Works. Continue to reach out to us. Keep the communications going. And last but not least, thank you to the men and women of the Department of Public Works for everything you do every single solitary day to keep the Virgin Islands going. Thank you. I look forward to talking to you again. Stay tuned, stay informed. Love you guys.